A mechanic once told me something I will never forget. He said everyone wants a Mercedes, but no one has Mercedes repair money. The same goes for BMW. You see a 3 Series on Craigslist for $15,000. It looks incredible. Leather seats, sunroof, that badge on the hood. You think you are getting a luxury car at a discount, but what you are really getting is someone else's problems. And those problems are about to become very, very expensive. Meanwhile, there is a car sitting in the corner of the lot that no one looks at twice. It is not sexy, it does not have a badge that impresses your neighbors, but mechanics, they buy these cars for their kids, for their spouses, for themselves, because they know something you do not. They know what it actually costs to keep a car running for 200,000 miles, and that boring car wins every single time. Welcome to Mechanic Secrets. Subscribe now if you want to learn what the people who fix cars actually drive. Let me give you the numbers that BMW does not put in their commercials. RepairPal ranks BMW 30th out of 32 car brands for reliability. The average BMW owner spends $968 per year on repairs. That is nearly double the industry average of $652. And here is the kicker. BMW owners visit the repair shop twice as often as average, not because they are paranoid, because things keep breaking. The most common problem? Oil leaks from the lower engine area, valve cover. Gasket leaks start appearing after 60,000 miles like clockwork. You will see oil drips under your car. You will smell burning oil. The repair? Several $100s if you are lucky, but that is just the beginning. One BMW forum user shared his reality check moment. He brought his car in for its 100,000-mile service. The dealer quoted him $700 just for spark plugs and an oil change. Another owner on the E90 forum said the parts are not the problem. It is the labor. Everything on a BMW is designed to be difficult to access. A job that takes 2 hours on a Honda takes 6 hours on a BMW, and you are paying for every single one of those hours. A mechanic at Accurate Automotive put it bluntly. He said people buy used German luxury cars at 80,000 to 100,000 miles. That is precisely when the expensive stuff comes due. Suspension components, brakes, wheel bearings, electronics. These are not $500 repairs. These are $2,000, $3,000, sometimes $5,000 repairs, and they all hit at once. One apprentice mechanic said he was told early in his career, just because you can afford the payments does not mean you can afford the car. Now let me tell you about a different Kia. It costs $3,000, maybe $4,000 if it is in really good shape. It does not have a luxury badge. It will not impress anyone at a dinner party. But here is what it will do. It will start every single morning. It will get you to work. It will not drain your bank account. And it will still be running when that BMW is in the junkyard. I am talking about the 2003 to 2008 Toyota Corolla. RepairPal gives the Corolla a reliability rating of 4.5 out of 5. The average annual maintenance cost? $362. That is less than half what BMW owners pay. And the probability of a severe repair in the first 10 years? Almost nothing. The engine and transmission on these cars, according to one mechanic, last forever. One Corolla owner on a Toyota forum said he spent $40 on oil and a filter twice a year for 4 years. Nothing else broke. He wrote, "Cheap to own, cheap to maintain. Toyota, oh what a feeling." Another owner reported driving his Corolla to 190,000 miles on nothing but standard tune-ups and oil changes. The only repairs? An AC compressor and some brake lines. Total cost over nearly 200,000 miles was less than what some BMW owners spend in a single year. Here is why mechanics trust these cars. The engineering is simple on purpose. Toyota uses timing chains instead of timing belts on most Corollas. That eliminates a $1,000 replacement job right there. The transmissions are conventional automatics, not the complicated dual clutch systems that German manufacturers love. When something does break, the parts cost almost nothing. An alternator for a Corolla, maybe $150. For a BMW, 400 or more. But it is not just the Corolla. The 2000 to 2006 Toyota Camry is the same story. RepairPal lists annual maintenance at $388. The 2.4-litre four-cylinder engine in these cars uses a timing chain, not a belt. With basic oil changes, these engines routinely hit 250,000 miles. One owner said his '97 Camry cost him $420 for the entire year, including a new timing belt, oil pump, and battery. He wrote, "The car runs great and the bodywork is superb." Here is the comparison that should make you think. Over 10 years, a Toyota Corolla costs about $4,000 in maintenance and repairs. A BMW, over $17,000. That is a $13,000 difference. For that money, you could buy 4 more Corollas. But here is what really matters. When mechanics finish their shift, when they have spent all day fixing other people's expensive mistakes, what do they drive home? Not BMWs, not Mercedes, not Audis. They drive Toyotas. They drive Honda. They drive the cars that almost never end up on their lift. One mechanic summed it up perfectly. He said, "People chase the badge. They want the status. But status does not get you to work on Monday morning. Reliability does. So what should you look for if you want a car that mechanics actually trust? First, check the timing system. Chains last longer than belts and do not need scheduled replacement. Second, avoid turbocharged engines in budget cars. They add complexity and failure points. Third, look at the annual maintenance costs on RepairPal before you buy. If it is over $500 per year, think twice. Fourth, ask yourself, can I afford this car when the warranty expires? If the answer is no, you cannot afford the car. The patterns mechanics see from thousands of repairs tell a story that no advertisement ever will. They see which cars come in once a year for an oil change and which cars come in every month with a new warning light. They see which owners smile at the repair bill and which ones cry. They see what works. And what works is boring, reliable, and cheap to fix. If this saved you from a bad purchase, subscribe to Mechanic Secrets and hit the notification bell. Every like helps more people learn what mechanics actually know. Share this with someone about to buy a car. They deserve to know what they are really getting into. New videos drop every week.